Hello guys, welcome to Greg's Chan 1. I am Greg and this is Channel 1. Now I apologise that yesterday I didn't put a video up. I was watching the Euros 2016. For those of us who live in the UK and Europe know that there's a football tournament that I'm a big fan of watching because I like to support England and Wales and any other British Isle team that's in the tournament. Um, so in I put simply, I'd finished watching the England game and fell asleep. So I didn't end up doing a video. Um, but today I will be doing that video, and today's video is on The Walking Dead. Now I'm going to be reviewing season 6 as a whole, and then I'm going to be talking a little bit about what happened at the end of season 6. So if you're not caught up on The Walking Dead yet, spoiler alert and avoid the video. Stop right here, right now. So, basically, season 6 is by far the best season so far. I was very, very impressed with everything they pulled out of it. I've been reading the comics again. What's seen as The Walking Dead doesn't come back until November, I think it is, in the UK. I think it's November. And I was very, very impressed with what they did following on from the end of season 5, where Rick kills Pete, which we kind of saw coming, or at least I saw coming straight away. And then obviously, with the wolves were brilliant, and I'm kind of gutted that they didn't get a little longer. But to be honest, they'd achieved their mission by the mid-season finale, with No Way Out as the premiere coming back in, and I have to say that was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed the progression of the story and seeing, what happens with Alexandria in the build-up to No Way Out, Morgan's conflict with everyone, especially with Carol. Carol as a whole, just going from, badass to doubting herself to badass again to doubting herself again by the end, and then, oh, I'm going to get myself killed, and then she doesn't die, and it doesn't appear that she's going to die at the moment. So that's that. If you look at it that way, it's going to be very, very interesting when season 7 comes into play in November. And we did lose a few characters that really got me over. Well, my favourite character, as you will find out, is Glenn, and they faked him out not once but twice. And now, obviously, with the way that they ended season 6, looks like they potentially could fake him out again. I mean, come on, Walking Dead. Come on, Kirkman. Do you have to do this to me? Gimple, really? Oh, God. But yes, let's get down to that then. The season 6 finale introduces one of the best characters of the comics, period, in Negan. Now, Negan is just a straight up badass. Put simply, the way it ends is Negan comes out to make his entrance for the first time, and I have no idea what this character's name is, but everyone knows him as Wade, I think it is, from Grand Theft Auto 5, 6, the most recent one, where you can play as all these different characters and stuff. Not a GTA player, unfortunately. So he was one of those guys. I recognised him because I'd seen someone play one of the most recent Grand Theft Auto game. Anyway, besides the point. All the roadblocks, bringing everyone together. I was very impressed with the way that they did that because I wasn't sure how they would do that, considering the fact that it was very different yet the same from how it was done in the comics. And so you've got everyone together, and you've got them all lined up. Now that I thought was brilliant, the way that it was done. Negan comes out, does his spiel, you killed my people. And then when I sent my people to kill your people for killing my people, you killed more of my people. Not cool. I have to say it was the best 11 minutes of the episode. And I know a lot of people are really annoyed about the way that it was ended, in the fact that you don't see who Negan killed. But I'm in the minority that thought it was very, very well done. And yes, I did read the comics at the time beforehand, and I knew that in the comics, if you want to know, Glenn takes the bat. Batter up, one strike, you're out kind of attitude. And I kind of felt that I kind of like the fact that they didn't show it, because I like the way I've got an idea. The way that I would like them to do it, to bring it back, and is to build it up as a way of where you're not 100, where you've kind of got Negan toying with everyone, and then he brings the person up. Now, I love the way that the camera work was, in the way that Negan's, you can breathe, you can blink, you can cry. You're all going to be doing that and then smashing the camera. That was brilliant because it gave you an inkling of who it potentially could be. And then it's what Negan says as the camera is coming back up. It's, well, would you look at that? Taking it like a champ. Which to me seemed like he was surprised that this character took it like a champ. Now, anyone who's read the comics knows that Negan's, not necessarily against killing women, but he's less likely to hurt a woman than he is a man. So, personally, I think that rules out characters like Sasha, Rosita, and Maggie. I don't think it rules out Michonne, purely because Michonne is kind of Rick's lover at the moment, and that would be a perfect way to hit him, and to hit him hard. I think Daryl or Dwight, one of them is going to die in season 7. Whether one of them dies now, or one of them dies early on by the halfway point of season 7. That's the way I look at it, because I get the feeling that Negan will either kill Daryl, and if he doesn't, Dwight, I think, will kill Daryl, because obviously Daryl got shot in the shoulder, which is going to mean that he can't use the crossbow properly. Game over. Kind of takes out his big main offense. So obviously that leaves you with a certain amount of characters. Now, everyone is gunning for Glenn, and I don't want it to be Glenn. I honestly do not, and I honestly don't think it's going to be him, because that seems too easy, too logical, too simple. I don't think it's Abraham. I did think it was Abraham for a while, and then after watching it again and then going, wait a minute, he sounds surprised that this character's taking it like a champ. Now, Eugene was blubbering like a baby, like, "Aah!" Which could mean that it would be a surprise for Eugene to take it like a champ. And also, it feels like Eugene's story's kind of reaching its pinnacle and end. Because, he made up with Abraham. He gave Rick, bullet making 101. And he was willing to sacrifice himself. He's kind of done everything he needs to do. That at the moment it feels, obviously with the comics things have changed, but I get the feeling that he's not quite. I get the feeling he's ready to go. I get the feeling that he's a character that could be easily ready to go, and say goodbye to, which would be a little bit of a shame. And I don't think it's going to have as much of an impact, which is what I'm worried. Hopefully it's not Aaron, purely because Aaron hasn't had enough time to grow with the audience. I think give him a little longer and then do it to him. If you're going to get rid of him, you keep him a little longer. You give the audience a real reason to love him, and then you do it. If you're going to do it, and I don't think they've done enough with that yet. Personally, I think it might be Glenn. It's either going to be Glenn or Michonne. It'll either be Glenn or Michonne. Those are my two. Those are the two that I think are most likely. Michonne, due to the guy that in Negan's gang that said, "Someone you love could be the end, last day for you or someone you love." Now he loves Michonne. I get the feeling that the Saviors have a spy in there somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. It'll either be Michonne or Glenn, and I pray to God it's not Glenn because I love Glenn, and I love the fact that his outburst felt really heartfelt. Because it was, "You look, I'm going to put you out of your misery now," and it was just the reaction of, "No." It was the fear that you saw in Glenn, but the rage at the same time. And it was beautiful. Because Stephen Ewan, in my opinion, is an amazing actor. I get the feeling it's either going to be Michonne or Glenn. If I had to hedge my bet, I will probably say Glenn. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, you can click subscribe. It's here or here or somewhere down there. You can give me a thumbs up. That'd be brilliant. Be great to get as many views and as many likes as possible. I'd like to make at least 20 subscribers by the end of 2016. That would be perfect for me. Leave your comments in the bottom, on who you think is going to die, why you think they're going to die, characters who you really like, questions that you want me to answer about, Walking Dead or anything in particular, anime or whatever. Let me know. Anyway, cheers.